I was going to college to be a kinesiologist. I was going to do physical therapy. That's what my life goal was. That's what I was going to do. But walking downtown Lexington for my final class, I had a God moment, and I don't know how else to describe it other than it was a God moment. God spoke to me, stopped me, and said, "Stop, look at this busy city. It's a dark city where I want you to plant a church where the light of Jesus can shine bright." And man, when I heard that, that changed my life forever.
So ever since I moved up here, I was always looking for a home church. I wanted to feel like I was a part of something and not just going to church, going to eat after, and then going home. And whenever I showed up, everybody was just setting up chairs, and they were setting up curtains, and they were just doing all of this work to have church, you know. As soon as I came in, I jumped right in and grabbed a couple chairs, and then after service, everybody, instead of, they hugged and talked a little bit, and then they just started packing it all back down into these boxes. And watching that team grow too, it was like 6 people whenever I started coming that would show up to set up for church. Now it's like, there's 20 people running around here getting it all set up. I think that just being able to have a safe space to come in at the end of a long week and be able to not only connect with the Lord, but also connect with the people in the church and those relationships that you've built, it's just so important to me.
So I was church hopping for a while, and I was kind of going through a lot of church hurt, trying to heal that and find the church that felt like my home. We walked in the doors that first day and never left. We loved it. We fell in love with everybody. Since I joined the church, I feel like my life has gotten a lot better and happier. I feel like I've been filled with a lot more joy and positivity in my life. I don't ever feel like my cup is empty. I always feel like my cup's always being poured into as much as I'm pouring out. Sometimes I feel like my cup's overflowing just because everybody's just loves each other so much. I would say for someone who's looking for a new church to definitely join Rhythm. You don't have to be any kind of person. You can be whatever person you want to be, and you're welcomed with loving arms.
When God calls you to something that's bigger than yourself, it changes everything, and so nothing else satisfied. I knew this was the purpose for which I was created, so I had to do this. And so we stepped out in faith. No idea how to plant a church, no idea how to do this thing, and we're still figuring that out, by the way. But here we are 2 years later, and God has been nothing but faithful. And so we just always say, if God truly called us to this, then He'll take care of it, and He has so far. It's been great. When you find community, when you find people who truly love you, not for what you can provide, but just for who you are, change your life forever. It'll change your life forever.